Yeah, dude, that dude.
Shut up, bro.
No, I'm joking.
I was about to say, I'm about to cry. I'm watching a movie tonight.
No, that dude's still alive.
He's alive? How old is he?
Yeah, he's 83 years old. That dude was born in 1941. That dude was alive when freaking Inglourious Basterds was
For
happening. I don't know, dude. There's some old people that. There's some old actors that I'm like, I'm gonna cry when they die.
Harrison Ford, bro. I'm telling you.
What's another like other than like Harrison Ford, like another
James.
one?
Well, I didn't really cry. It hit me when I did hear he passed away. James Earl Jones.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Lion
James Earl
King
Jones,
and shit.
yeah.
And people started posting pictures of the Lion King. And I was like, bro, come on.
Yeah,
Man.
like, come on, man. I don't
Come
want to
on,
cry
I'm
right
at work.
now.
I don't want to do that right now.
They're gonna be like, what's this little bitch doing?
I'm like looking at the water.
Yeah.
Remember who you are.
You're walking around going.
Oh, I am your father.
You're like, this dude making fun of people that are on ventilators.
I know. How is it? You good, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
We're gonna talk about dead celebrities today.
I know. We're just having our feels right now.
But tell us in the comments who is the character that the actor that you guys are gonna cry over when he dies. Dude, I think.
Or cried when they already passed.
When they passed.
Like Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yeah.
Black Panther. That was a good one.
I didn't watch Black Panther.
Is that how you go? Yes.
No, didn't they go like this?
Oh fuck, my fault.
Come on, man! I don't even watch Marvel and like that.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't that what it was?
Yeah, I think it was. Why did I go like this?
Yeah, because you're like Black Power.
Hey, fuck it, it counts.
You're a Black Panther dude. You know who's an actor I think that'll cry when they die? It's freaking and because he was a big part of my childhood was Tom Hanks.
Oh, Toy Story.
Yeah, no, freaking Castaway.
Oh,
Castaway. Did you watch Castaway?
What is it? Oh, what's the guy's name with the volleyball? Wilson.
What? Oh yeah,
Wilson. I did my research for that one.
And there was another movie that I grew up with. It was called Big. Did you ever watch that movie?
Big?
Yeah, with Tom Hanks. He's a little kid that goes to like one of those fortune teller machine things, and then you like put a quarter in, and it has some dude going like, and it
like
reads your fortune.
Yeah.
And it tells him that he tells him that it'll grant him one wish. And he says that he wants to be big, that he doesn't want to be a little kid anymore.
What the heck?
He's like 10 years old or something like that. And he goes to sleep and he wakes up as like a 30-year-old dude.
What the hell?
Yeah, and then like he like goes to like get a job and stuff like that, and like he's like living but as a kid. He has like money, but he's a kid. Mm-hmm. And I think he knows how to use computers when he's younger, so like he's ahead of all the freaking boomers. Oh. So he gets a really good job. Oh. And yeah. He ends up getting like a girlfriend and stuff like that. Like when he's older. Mm-hmm. Well, let's journey to the big episode.
I know, right? For real.
Really quick. He ends up, he doesn't like his life anymore. He wants to turn back to a kid again. Yeah. And he goes to back to the machine thing, the fortune teller thing, and it turns him back into a kid. And the girlfriend sees him like turn into a little kid.
Oh, what the hell?
And she loved him. And like now she sees him as like this little kid,
a little boy.
Yeah, and she's like, no.
That didn't stop her, probably.
It makes it. She's not you, dude.
I know, bro. That didn't stop her shit.
And I remember that scene specifically. It like made me tear up because it was like the girl just like lost like the love.
I have to check it out. Big. I never.
Yeah, it's an old ass movie. It's from like the 80s, just in the early 90s. But yeah, when Tom Hanks goes, I'm gonna be.
I thought you meant like Toy Story. And I was
no. I mean, Toy Story was alright, but no, for me it was all the older movies that he did. Like Big, Saving Private Ryan, freaking
Castaway.
Castaway was a big part of my childhood. I watched that movie a lot.
There's one that like, well, let's not get into it.
Yeah, we'll just talk about
into the subject. We'll talk about it after.
We're gonna do our director highlight. This isn't Tom Hanks episode. This is director highlight. We're gonna be talking about my favorite director, Christopher Nolan.
Hire him.
I automatically hear the music going.
Wait, from which one? Oh, I was gonna say like Dark Knight or something.
No, I hear the Inception song.
Oh,
you remember when they're freaking? No, I hear when they're falling, when the van is falling backwards in Inception in slow motion, and you hear the and like the worlds are falling apart in the dreams as it's.
And they're all like just sleeping.
Yeah, you see their freaking arms going like that.
And they were like fighting in the dream. They're just like this.
Yeah, exactly. So today we're gonna be doing the tier list on which ones we think were his best, ranking his top movies. So for today's list, I have Interstellar.
Ooh.
I have Oppenheimer.
Ooh.
I have Dark Knight.
Ooh.
I have Inception.
Ooh.
I have Dunkirk.
Ooh.
And Tenet, which you did not see.
Yeah, that one I'm like, ah.
Yeah. But that one was still really good too. I don't know. There's some people that was a very polarizing movie.
Because Twilight.
It's a movie. No, it's a movie that you have to watch like 3 times to get it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Because it has 3 different
like endings or.
No, it has like 3 different storylines all happening at the same time.
Oh no.
I'm
good. That fucked me up already with Inception.
Inception, yeah.
Because like dream over dream over dream over
yeah.
dream. And I don't even know if Inception was a dream at the end. I'm like, what the fuck? Am I dreaming?
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
am I dreaming right now?
I'm gonna kill myself right now.
Right, for real. I'm gonna spin the thing and see if it happens.
So yeah, we have Interstellar, Oppenheimer, Dark Knight, Inception, Tenet, and Dunkirk. Do you want to do your list first?
I'll do my list first.
Yeah,
because I know for sure you.
Yeah, you already know some of my.
Because you know you're Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I know my Nolan.
All right, so for me, Christopher Nolan. So when we're talking about Dark Knight, are we talking about Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins, or
I'm saying specifically the first one because the first one I feel is the best one.
And that's the Batman Begins, no? Isn't that right with
that's with Heath Ledger as the Joker, the first.
Oh, Dark Knight. That's the Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll leave with that one. Okay, so for me, so I'm gonna read them again just in case you know people. So we have Interstellar, Oppenheimer, Dark Knight, Inception, Tenet, and Dunkirk.
Yeah.
But since I haven't seen Tenet, you guys are like, damn, this was never seen any.
This never watches any movies, dude.
Right? So I'm gonna leave out.
He's an actor. He doesn't watch movies.
I only watch my movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave out Tenet. Okay. So I'm gonna name for sure number 1.
You're like, I don't know.
No, I'm thinking of like. I would say Inception.
Yeah, memorable scenes.
Yeah. The only reason because at the end, you know, it's a dream. You don't know if it was because I left me with the loop where I'm like.
Yeah, at the end you don't know if
you don't
he's
know
in
if
the
it was
dream
dreaming
or
or not
if he's
because you just see the little. I would say like it's like a Rubik's cube. I don't know what it is.
It's called a something spindle. It's like a top.
Like a spindle. Yeah, one of those like those.
Spin it.
You spin it. Yeah. For us Hispanics, we use it for like the loteria and shit.
Oh
like,
yeah,
when the
that's
money,
true.
Bon uno and all that stuff. But yeah, it's one of those spins, and I think when it falls, you're not in the dream.
You're not in the dream. Yeah.
But when it keeps going, you're in the dream, right?
Yeah, and it cuts out before.
It cuts out before it starts kind of like to wiggle and like it looks like it's gonna fall, but it cuts off right there, not letting you know that it is gonna fall where it keeps going.
Yeah.
So for me, and just in general, for like you always heard me like I was a dream guy. Like, oh, what does dream mean?
Yeah.
This dream happened, and dreams are crazy. Just in general of the movie Inception was well written, great actors.
Yeah.
And just the way it was made, it was really nice.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say for Christopher Nolan, I would say Inception would be my number 1. Number 2, who doesn't love Batman, right? I'm not Batman, a DC person, but you can't go wrong with Batman's a fucking badass. Yeah. So Batman, what would see Dark Knight would be my second one.
And specifically for Batman, which Batman do you think was the best one?
This one.
Because there is some division between the new Batman, Robert Pattinson, and the old Dark Knight.
Oh no, you can't go wrong with the old Dark Knight. You got to present the Joker, the actual legit Heath Ledger Joker. And I know in the previous we had other Jokers.
Yeah, the other people that the actors didn't do.
Yeah, so
like from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and there you go, that guy.
Who was that guy? I forgot his name. Us again, not doing our research.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry, guys. You guys know who we're talking about.
He was horrible though.
Yeah,
you don't need to know who.
Yeah, you don't know who that is from Suicide Squad. But yeah, for sure would be the Dark Knight. And then for third, Oppenheimer. Fucking amazing. Yeah. I should have put that on my second, but then again, like
you're still a
superhero action type, I should have put that on my first. No, actually, I'll keep it there. Yeah. So for sure, Oppenheimer will be third. Fucking amazing. Yeah. Music. Top tier, bro.
Top tier music.
Top tier. After watching that, I went home. I even played the soundtrack.
Yeah, you're listening to it. Yeah, you're just sitting there,
and I'm like, wow.
You feel like the freaking space and everything passing by you while you're just like sitting there.
I didn't know. And correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't know that he teached. I think I read it wrong, or I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
He teaches at Caltech, and that's here in Pasadena.
Who?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
he did, right?
Yeah.
I was reading that he teaches.
No, he well, actually, he taught at a lot of places, not just here.
Okay.
He taught in New York. He taught in London, someplace out in New Mexico. He taught at a whole bunch of places. He was a professor, and he was like the breaking edge in like physics.
Yeah,
so he was a lot of places.
He taught in Caltech. In Pasadena. Yeah. Which was pretty badass.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say for sure that would be my third. Oppenheimer, and then I'm gonna say, oh, this is a tough one between those two. This is a good list.
Between which two?
Interstellar and Dunkirk.
Oh yeah.
Because then again, I'm not as big fan of like the war thing for you, like as you, but like there's parts where I had told you like there's this movie. I know it's not Christopher Nolan, but 1917.
Oh yeah.
That I like the shot when he's running through the field. That was a badass part. Dunkirk, but overall Dunkirk was a good movie too. Well written. The shots in the movie was good.
Something Hardy. What's his name?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy was there as the
fucking
pilot.
Actor. I love him. So fuck, I'm just gonna take a risk, bro, and just say Interstellar and then Dunkirk. Yeah, Interstellar, you can't go wrong with Matthew McConaughey. All right.
Yeah.
So for sure, I would have to go with so it would be Inception, Dark Knight, Oppenheimer, Interstellar, Dunkirk. And sadly, I'll have to go check out Tenet.
Yeah, Tenet.
Probably watch it like 3 times.
Yeah, they watched it 3 times. Yeah, no, I'll explain it later on in the video.
So for sure, I will have to. That's probably my list of Christopher Nolan.
Which is all like they're all really hard movies to
I wish I could have said Interstellar / Dunkirk, but we gotta look by order. But yeah, this is for sure my list. I don't know if you want to go with yours. You for sure have it all different.
Yeah, no, for mine it's a little bit flipped, and I'm torn between two, and it's I would think even I would have to put them side by side. I wouldn't be able to put one on top of the other. Yeah. So my first one would be Interstellar.
Okay.
Interstellar specifically because the performance from Matthew McConaughey combined with the music from Hans Zimmer in that movie was just like I feel like if I could go like erase my memory and watch another movie for the first time would be Interstellar.
Wow.
And sadly I didn't get to see it when it came out in IMAX, so I could watch it in IMAX. I saw it way later on after it was already out on like streaming and stuff. But I had read somewhere that they're gonna play it in IMAX again.
What?
On movie theaters?
Oh shit!
Because Oppenheimer did so well.
Oh,
in IMAX, and so I want to go watch it in IMAX now.
Yeah.
It's like it's such a different kind of movie that it's like there's nothing you can relate to it.
Yeah.
It's because it's a combination of multiple different styles, all the sci-fi aspects, like the fantasy aspect, the things dealing with time,
space.
It's so many things all put into one. And it, at least for me, like I would consider it kind of like the pinnacle of film
cinema.
It's like if we had to send like a movie out into space for aliens to find, it would be Interstellar. That would be like
watch this one.
Watch it. This is like want to see what humans have created. This is what we've created.
This is what we've made. Wow, okay, that's a good way to put it.
And then the second would spot 2, which I would find very hard to pick between. I think I have to give them both the number 2. Would be Inception and Oppenheimer.
So like side by side.
Yeah, specifically because Inception was the first Nolan movie that I saw. I actually saw that one before I saw Dark Knight. Dark Knight, yeah.
Oh.
And it was, out of all of them, that's the first one that I had seen. And it was my introduction to his concept of how he likes to throw twists into movies.
Yep.
And like building
suspense.
Like metaphorically and like literally building layers to his story with like Inception having multiple layers of dreams, having multiple layers for each character's development. It's crazy to think that it's like he wrote all of these characters out to have like, imagine if someone wrote a story about your life just to put it as a side character in the movie.
Oh damn, yeah.
Yeah, it's like so much development for characters just so that the actor knows like this is who I am.
Yeah.
It gives like the actor the most amount of information to play who he is, who that character is. Like kind of like what we're doing for our short film. I'm like, this is the type of character you're trying to morph yourself into that character. So he does that for everybody, and it makes it the characters have very, very strong motivations, very strong, like you can understand why they're doing things. There's not characters that you're like, wait, what the fuck, why are you doing that? It's like so out of character. It's like they all have their own motivations. You understand why they're doing that stuff. So it's Inception and Oppenheimer specifically also because I'm a very big Cillian Murphy fan, from 28 Days Later. I've seen a lot of his stuff that it's like not even the popular things. There's a movie called Red Eye where he's like a terrorist on the plane and he's blackmailing this lady that works at a hotel. So she's like a manager at a hotel so that they can set up a bomb in the president's room to blow up the president. It's a very, very small not a very famous movie. He comes out on there as the.
And and also, does he also come out in Dark Knight? Yeah, right.
So he came out in Dark Knight. He came out in Dunkirk, also. No.
No.
Yeah, he did come out in Dunkirk. Yeah, he was one of the soldiers that was found in the middle of the ocean from one of the ships that was blown up.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the little tugboats that's coming back across the border, across the channel to pick up soldiers, they pick him up along the way. And they tell him, we're going back.
Oh.
And he said, no, turn this shit around. Like, I want to get back to England.
You're right.
Yeah, he was in there. He's always like a side character on Nolan films. Because, he did come out. He came out in Inception, too. He's the one that's having his mind.
Like, fucking.
Yeah, like, they're planting the idea for him to overthrow the whole, like, corporation that his father was a part of.
Yeah.
He didn't come out of Interstellar, but.
No, but.
Yeah.
And in spirit, he was.
I think I'm just a very big fan of him. And I was very, very happy when I ended up finding out that he got his Oscar for that. Because I feel like he's done so many roles before that. It's kind of like with Leonardo DiCaprio. When he finally got his Oscar for Revenant, it's like you've seen this character. Like, how did he not get an Oscar for Django?
Right? Or even for... What's another movie that he did that we thought he was gonna get?
He's done so many. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he did really.
He didn't get that one.
Yeah, he did. Inception. He didn't get one for Inception. The Inception won the best picture and best soundtrack. Hans Zimmer, like whatever Hans Zimmer does, he's gonna win best soundtrack.
For sure, no matter what.
Yeah, don't even do music because this guy's gonna win it all.
Just give it to him.
And I would want to see Hans Zimmer and John Williams.
Ooh, that battle.
Both of them releasing movies where they both did like epic music.
That'd be crazy.
Who won, dude? Like, who's the better one?
I know. I think John Williams had a concert not too long ago at the Hollywood Bowl.
He has them pretty often. I've wanted to go watch them, but they're always expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and like if you want to get like some good seats, you're looking at like $800.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm good. I'd rather watch them on TikTok.
Yeah. I watch them with my headphones.
Yeah, exactly. Just looking up and
disconnected. I'm gonna go sit in the yard and just look at
like the stars.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to pick. Yeah, but for sure, like Oppenheimer and Inception would be. I literally can't pick which one I would pick first. Like they're both on the even playing field for me. And then I guess would be my third would be Dunkirk.
Okay.
Number 4 would be Dark Knight. Even not being
like a Batman fan,
like a superheroes.
Yeah.
But it's just like. I think that movie was the first movie that had like a darker take, because I think it's a pretty old movie in comparison to a lot of the superhero movies. I think that was the first one that I had seen that had taken the dark take on superheroes, where it made it more gritty, more dark, more. Because I mean, who was the Batman before Christian Bale?
I think that wasn't it Michael Keaton?
It was Michael Keaton, right?
No, George Clooney. So it was like the movies where it was still more kind of like over the top, like kind of superhero-ish. Yeah. And
this is the first one that was more serious.
Yeah.
Like, and then I think the movies behind it, like after it kind of followed suit, where they became more dark. But I think that was the one that set the trend for
him.
More real, more dark.
Yeah.
It's not so like cool like it is in like Marvel movies.
Yeah.
It's more dark, more gritty, more like colors, everything very, very dark.
Literally a dark night.
Literally freaking the most recent Robert Pattinson movie.
That one was good too.
That movie was dark as fuck, where you couldn't see, like literally you couldn't see scenes.
Yeah.
It was too dark, and
you
like
barely saw him.
You're like squinting, like what the hell's going on?
Where are you?
Yeah, and then last I would pick Tenet for the sole reason that you have to watch it 3 times, and literally I'm not even joking. It's 3 times because of I'll go into a short explanation of how the movie progresses. The movie talks about people that are able to walk backwards in time. So let's say I walk in here, I sit down on the podcast, and we start talking. At the end of the podcast, I get into a machine, and I get out of the machine, and I start talking backwards.
Oh.
And then I get up and I leave before the podcast started.
What the fuck?
So I'm traveling in the opposite direction. Of time.
Huh.
In my head, I see myself talking normal, but everybody else sees me walking reverse and everything speaking reverse.
The heck?
Yeah. It does a weird time thing where like
so you're going direct normal as
I'm going direct, but everybody sees me backwards after I come out of that machine.
What the hell?
And then I get into the machine again later on, like further back in time, and now I'm going the correct way again.
What the heck?
So
that's what's it about, like.
Yeah, it's about those machines that let you go backwards in time. Like, but it's not like it's not like a time machine where you jump into a previous time. Yeah. You're literally walking backward. Like, let's say the line of time is going this way. Well, I'll do it this way so the camera can see.
Yeah.
The line of time is going this way, and then out of nowhere, you get into a machine that's taking you backwards as the regular timeline is still going. Let's say the main timeline is going this way. You get into the machine, you go backwards and follow that.
Oh.
And then you get into the machine again, and now you're following time again, but further back.
Oh.
As the main line has still gone.
That's a little confusing.
Yeah, and the story goes, they go into the machine a couple times. I think 3 times.
Yeah.
And there's nuances in the story where you have to watch it 3 times so that you can pay attention to the part where they were going backwards. The first part of the movie where you're watching it straight across the main timeline.
Yeah.
The second time you're watching the part where they're going in reverse, because they show the reverse parts, but you don't really get what's going on because it's in reverse.
Yeah.
And then you have to watch the last time with one of the characters, his timeline specific, him dropping hints along the way until his end at the end of the movie. And then his end at the movie makes more sense. I don't want to give spoilers, obviously.
I know, right? For those who haven't seen it.
You can kind of try to keep track of all of those things at the same time, but there's so much going on that it's hard to keep track. Like, it'll show, like, this character, he goes and he looked and there's a bullet hole somewhere, and he's like, where the hell did that come from? And then he goes to continue, and then when it goes backwards in time, someone else put that bullet hole there. It makes sense when you're watching it, paying attention to the reverse order, but when you're watching it the regular order, paying attention to the main storyline, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because you're just like, okay, how did I get there?
Why did I end up there? But then when you watch it focusing on the reverse story, then you're like, I know why that's there now.
Whoa, okay, that's a trip.
It's a very, and I don't know if it's also a marketing ploy to, like, you gotta watch the movie 3 times to get it kind of thing. But it's trippy seeing the characters moving in reverse also, because there's a couple, there's 3 fighting scenes, but the main one fighting scene when they're like in a museum or in an airport museum for art, and the 2 characters are fighting each other, and one's fighting in reverse and one's fighting in the regular.
What the heck? But for him it's normal.
So they each see each other moving in reverse. Yeah. But the main storyline, you see the opponent, the guy that has the mask on, he's fighting in reverse. And then later on down the movie, you see the backwards side, and you see that guy with the mask fighting regular, and you see the main character fighting in reverse.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's just it does like a weird time.
That's a trip.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's a marketing ploy to be like, you gotta watch the movie 3 times to get it. But
it's kind of like the name too, like backwards.
Yeah, Tenet is reversed.
Tenet.
Yeah, Tenet.
That's sick.
Yeah, and it's a different style of movie. It didn't really hit so well because people don't want to go watch the movie 3 times.
They don't get it. Yeah,
I would say, like, you could watch it one time and then you'll kind of miss some of the nuances. You'll kind of get the main story, but it's when you, like, watch the movie again and again, you start picking up more of the stuff. It's kind of like when you watch a movie, you kind of miss some of the little side stuff. Yeah. But this one, as you watch it a couple more times, your eyes pay attention to different things. You start noticing other little crumbs that he left for the story. But I don't know. Like I said, it didn't do so hot. I still really liked it.
It's like personal, like you said. It's more of like my list.
Specifically for all the reverse scenes, because I don't know how it makes it very hard to see how they shot all those reverse. Yeah, like with one person in the shot, for sure. One person in the shot moving regular, and one person walking backwards, and like they're like throwing stuff, and stuff is flying. Like, let's say if I go like this, he's going backwards, and the thing is flying backwards. It looks like I tossed it, but the motion of it looks like you threw it. It's hard to explain. Like, let's say if I drop the phone like this and it goes boom, but then in reverse it goes.
Oh, what the hell!
And all the movement is like that reverse, like stuff that's naturally just like if I was to do it with like practical effects, this thing just goes up. But if I drop it in reality and it kind of does this, it goes.
Oh, because it looks like one was falling. Yeah. Oh, okay.
The movement of the character is exactly like that, where it's reversed. And I'm like, what the fuck? How'd they do that?
That's
like,
a trip.
Yeah,
that's really
and
a trip.
It's interesting to watch. I mean, I would say just watch it one time.
I'll check it out. And for those who haven't seen it, check it out as well.
You gotta watch that one. You gotta watch Sinner's List. You gotta watch
Grindhouse. That's the Planet one.
The Planetary one. Yeah, Planetary. Grindhouse, I think, is the the series. There's like 3 movies. It includes Machete in there. Did you see Machete, the movie?
I've seen the Machete movie.
Yeah. So that's part of the Grindhouse series.
I'm when we will see him. I'm like, what? What are you doing here, bro?
Machete had he was hanging out with some girls with titties. So I was like,
okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, like, I gotta watch it.
Now I'm interested.
I gotta watch the whole series.
I know.
The whole series is like that Machete style.
Oh, then I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. I'll make sure they give you feedback when I'm done watching.
We'll talk about it for the Halloween episodes. Yeah.
What'd you think of that one?
You're like, I definitely like the titties.
I definitely like the plot.
Yeah, the plot. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the other review rooms. Make sure to check out the Blue Room podcast. Laugh at those episodes. Get those views up because they're not doing too hot. You guys are watching this.
Bring them up.
You guys like watching monkeys? Watch us. Dude,
I know. Watch us, please.
We're monkeys too, dude.
Monkeys. Yo, monkeys with bananas.
Yeah. We're gonna be dressed up as monkeys for Halloween.
I'm gonna be a big ass gorilla.
Yeah, we come in.
I'm like, what a wonderful day.
You're gonna stand up and scare everybody when you.
What is it doing?
Make sure to check out the Halloween series that we're gonna come out with. Keep an eye out in October. We're gonna do some campfire stories, some spooky stories.
Stay tuned.
But I feel like we should jump scare one of the guys.
I'm probably gonna get jump scared by Mac.
Yeah, you're gonna get jump scared. Oh yeah. We'll see. Yeah. But we'll see you guys next time. Make sure to check out the other episodes. Like, thumbs up, subscribe. Get those numbers up, man. What the heck?
Come on, guys. Give us support. Pass it on to your other guys. Let your friends know about our podcast.
Share it on your Instagram. Share it wherever. Don't be lazy. Just hit the one button. I know.
Let it play. Listen to.
It's asking for a lot of your time. We just freaking hit the share.
Just play it when you're on your way to work and traffic.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
see?
Play.
Yeah, play a couple minutes.
Let us soothe you.
Yeah, let us freaking buzz your ears with this freaking ASMR. You're gonna hear.
I'm doing the Predator like.
You're gonna be doing the.
Yo, Eric could do that part. I'll just be like.
All right, thanks guys. We'll see you guys.
Take care, guys.